A very warm welcome to Genie's Crochet Corner. Today I'd like to just share this 2-row repeat pattern stitch. It's really great for blankets and hats, scarves and cardigans and shawls. It looks like this on one side, which is probably the front side, and then like this on the other side. And I'm going to be using this lovely wool, Caron Cakes. It's a 80% acrylic, 20% wool, and it's lovely and soft, and it's really nice to crochet with. And it comes in 200 grams or 7.1 ounces, which is about 383 yards or 350 meters. And it's a really lovely wool to work with, and it works up really nice and soft, which is ideal for blankets. And I'll also be using a 7mm crochet hook. I think you can use a 6mm or 6.5mm crochet hook. I'm using the 7mm crochet hook because I crochet quite tightly. So I'm just going to start off by making my slip knot. And we're going to, this pattern requires multiples of 4 plus 2 chain. So you can just have your multiples of 4 and then just work another 2 chain for the pattern. So I'm just going to be making a chain of 16 as my multiples of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I've got my multiples of 4, and I'm just going to chain 2 extra. So 1, 2. And we're not going to be using this first chain from the hook. It's just a turning chain, and we're going to be working a row of single crochet into each chain across as the foundation row. So we're not using this first chain from the hook. So into the second chain from the hook, I'll be working my first single crochet. And we just work a single crochet into each chain across. And this is just the foundation row, and we'll be working the pattern on the foundation row. And it's a 2-row repeat pattern, and you can cast on as many chain as you want, as long as it's a multiple of 4 plus 2, and you can just work as many repeat patterns to get the desired length of your item that you are crocheting. So we're just working the single crochet across, just 1 single crochet into each chain. So 1 single crochet into the last chain, and I'm just going to count my stitches. I made a chain of 18, so I'm going to have 17 single crochet because we didn't use the first chain from the hook. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we're going to start with working the pattern now. So the first pattern row, we just chain 1, 2, and this is the turning chain. So we're not going to be using this first stitch here. We're just going to be working a double crochet into the next stitch. So we have our turning chain of 2 and a double crochet into the next stitch. Then I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to miss the next stitch and work a double crochet into the following stitch. And we just repeat that across. So chain 1, miss the next stitch, a double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1, miss the next stitch, a double crochet into the next stitch. And then we chain 1, miss the next stitch, and a double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1, miss the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch. So these are our 1 chain spaces. Chain 1, miss the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1, and we have 1, 2, 3 stitches left. We miss the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, and we have 1 stitch left. We're going to work just 1 double crochet into that stitch. So we have our 2 stitches on either side, and we have our 1 chain spaces. For the second row of the pattern, we're going to chain 1, 2, and that is our turning chain. So we're not going to be using this stitch. Into the next stitch, we work 1 double crochet. We're now at our 1 chain space, and what we're going to do is work an incomplete double crochet underneath the 1 chain, the space made by the 1 chain. In other words, we're leaving the last loop of the hook of the double crochet on the hook, and then we're going to be working into this stitch here, but we're going to go in from the back. So we're going to be working another incomplete double crochet, but from the back. So we insert the hook in from the back, and we work an incomplete double crochet where we leave the last loop of the double crochet on the hook, and we repeat that into the same place, and then we have 4 loops on the hook. We just pull the yarn through and into the next double crochet we're going to work a double crochet, and that's the first pattern stitch. We're just going to repeat that sequence all the way across. So under the 1 chain we work our incomplete double crochet, leaving the last loop on the hook, and then we come in from behind into this stitch here, and we work an incomplete double crochet, and we work another incomplete double crochet, so just in and up through there, and then we have 4 loops on the hook. We just pull a loop through, or 4 loops on the hook, and then we work a double crochet into the next double crochet. So we have our 2 pattern stitches with our 2 stitches at the beginning of the row. So just underneath we work our incomplete double crochet, leaving the last loop on the hook, and we come in from behind and work an incomplete double crochet from the back of, through the back of that stitch, and we just work another one through the back of that stitch, and we have our 4 loops on the hook. Just pull a loop through, and then this double crochet here, we just work another double crochet, and we just keep repeating that as for the second row of the pattern stitch. So underneath, leaving the last loop on the hook, and then coming in from the back, we go in from the back through the 2 loops of that stitch and make our incomplete double crochet, and we then work another one, and we pull through all 4 loops on the hook, and then work a double crochet into the next double crochet. And that's how it looks, and that's how it looks on the other side. So underneath the 1 chain, leaving the last loop of the double crochet on the hook, and then in from behind, and then just another in from behind, and then just pull through all 4 loops on the hook, and then a double crochet into the next double crochet. We just repeat that. So underneath the 1 chain, we work our incomplete double crochet, leave the last loop on the hook, go in from behind. So we just go in from behind like so, and make our incomplete double crochet, and then we just repeat that in from behind in the same place, and then pull through all 4 loops on the hook and work our double crochet. We've come to our last 1 chain space. We're just going to work as usual underneath the 1 chain, our incomplete double crochet, and through the back of this stitch, our incomplete double crochet, and then another one through the back of the same stitch, and then pull through all 4 loops on the hook. We're left with 1 double crochet and a 2 chain. I'm going to work 1 double crochet into this double crochet and into the 2 chain space here. I'm just going to work underneath the 2 chain. I'm just going to be working a double crochet. So you have your foundation row, you have your first pattern row and your second pattern row. And you just repeat the 2 pattern rows for as many times as you want for the length of the crochet item you're making. And we have our 2 stitches at the beginning and 2 stitches at the end of the rows, and they're really nice to have because you can just work a border for a blanket and it doesn't interfere with your pattern stitch at all, and it looks quite nice actually. And as long as you have your multiples of 4 plus 2, and you can use probably whatever yarn you want and the corresponding size crochet hook for whatever project you want to work on. And it makes a really soft for a blanket or a beanie, a shawl, and the wool is really nice to work with. And I do hope this tutorial has been helpful to you. Until next time, enjoy crocheting.